opportunity. I ask you to come up to the microphone, state your name and address, and sign in for the record. And the speakers will be limited to 2 minutes to deliver their comments. Kevin keeps track of the time. At 1:45, he will raise his hand, and I ask that you wrap up your comments then and stay under the 2-minute time. Those speaking are asked to conduct themselves in a respectful manner as they deliver their comments. Audience members are asked to refrain from reacting to comments, and the City Council will not respond directly to comments in this venue or take immediate action in response to them. So with that being said, I'll open up the floor. Anyone who wants to speak, come up to the microphone, state your name and address and your comment.
Hi, Mark Breon. First, I would just like to say I extend my congratulations to Doug Voss on his re-election. It's been an honor to run alongside you, such a dedicated and passionate individual. I also want to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who supported me and voted for me. This journey has been incredibly rewarding, and I have learned so much, met so many wonderful people along the way. I look forward to continuing my efforts and running it again in the future. Thank you for all your encouragement and support.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mark.
See, Mr. Jones is up. Okay.
Fair enough.
Then I'll have Ms. Zimmerman come up.
Melissa Zimmerman, 2525 Stony Creek Drive. Last Wednesday, a fatal pedestrian hit and run happened on CSAH 45, a road much like the proposed East Side Corridor. Just 2 days ago, another hit and run on Rose Street left a child traumatized after witnessing their dog's death. Yesterday, another pedestrian hit near Morehouse Park, and just hours later, a bicyclist struck near Hy-Vee, their bike pinned beneath the vehicle. Earlier this year, an elderly man and a 2-year-old were hit. 6 people have been struck this year alone. Is this our new normal? Some may question the concerns I raise about the data behind the East Side Corridor project, assuming I speak only as a concerned citizen. However, with a degree in mathematics and computer science, I've spent years studying data and analysis. The 61-page report submitted to the federal government is filled with skewed, misrepresented data to favor a biased selection. Alternatives 3 and 4 are statistically similar, something the report itself admits on pages 38, 40, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and others. Each of these pages confirms alternative 2 through 4 are similar. Only 2 seconds of congestion relief on Mineral Springs is addressed. Why then wasn't alternative 4 fully explored? I'm told the reason is a single farmer opposed it. Why should one person's preference carry more weight than the safety of hundreds? Page 45 even notes these alternatives will primarily benefit future developments. As residents who would gain the most from 29th Avenue, we're telling you, we're not okay with its location or the safety risks it imposes. We need infrastructure built for tomorrow, not from the past. The final page estimates $2.3 million for a noise wall and $7.2 million for urban roadway, costly, avoidable expenses. Alternative 4 could save $5 to $10 million, avoid residential impacts, and improve the same benefit and provide the same benefits. It could even be modified to curve into 29th Avenue south of Rose Street, safeguarding both residents and farmers' land. Our community is already facing serious traffic and pedestrian safety crisis, and adding the East Side Corridor as currently planned will only increase these risks. The 29th Avenue proposal falls short in prioritizing safety, congestion relief, mobility, and fiscal responsibility. The data has the answers. We need you to take action to protect our community. These aren't just statistics, they're lives.
Thank you, Ms. Zimmerman. Now Gary's moving.
Don't do that, Gary.
Okay. Gary Jones, 995 Ridge Road. On October 23rd, I sent everybody a note saying I ran into a really angry group of disc golfers at Mineral Springs Park. They found orange signs that they weren't looking for when they got all together to come and meet there for an evening course, on a glow-in-the-dark one. And a bow hunter was sitting in the stand back there. So we had some very mad people that I just happened to cross. They liked my scooter, flagged me down, but I got their comments too. Now, the hunter was in the right. He was fine. The problem was that they weren't expecting it, and not a one of them was going to go and call Voss or Bokeh or Dotson or Svenby and complain. They were just going to quietly leave, and they're going to hit social media with exactly what they thought of this whole thing. Now, the disc golfers, if any of you were around back in the 70s or 80s, remember Mineral Springs Park, it changed a little bit. I think we've got the safest Mineral Springs we've had in decades. And the reason, to me and my wife, is the disc golfers are there with all their activity, and they're there after dark, they're there during the day, and they are like voluntary community service officers that, with their presence, are keeping the drug traffic away. And I think we have to be very careful about shooing them away. One thing I did find, north of Owatonna, north of 26th Street, are 95 acres in 8 parcels owned by the city of Owatonna, by the railroad track between County Road 45 and North Cedar. Hunt there and quit angering the disc golfers. Right there, north of 26th Street. Remember that map I put together, that bloodbath on 26th Street with all the deer getting hit? That is right in the deer run. You have a 3-week head start on the gun hunt. Get bow hunters out there, and you may make a significant impact in keeping them from coming into town in the first place. And in the meantime, take Mineral Springs, put it down to a 2-3 day weekend hunt, or eliminate it and try and keep the disc golfers there. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Gary. Is there anyone else in the audience that wishes to speak this evening? Mr. Welker?
Kurt Welker, 2045 Deer Trail Lane. I just wanted to talk a little bit about housing in Owatonna. It's been a topic for a long time, part of the Owatonna 2050 program, part of just the lack of housing at all levels in Owatonna. Right now, we're probably on track. We might hit 15 houses this year that we build, and the Maxfield study says we need 100. The National Association of Home Builders has several, they came out with a 10-point plan on housing to help housing. Some of those are federal, state level, some work with local. Eliminating excessive regulations, that applies to all 3. Promoting careers in the skilled trades, overturning inefficient local zoning rules, alleviating permitting roadblocks, and making it easier for developers to finance and new lots and housing. Part of our 2050 program talks about working to reduce actual and perceived regulatory barriers to development in Owatonna. As we talk about the financing of the lots, last March, we were given information at a Eggs and Economics breakfast from about a program that the city was looking at to work with developers to finance new lots and at a little bit better financing rates, and we've heard nothing since. So we need somebody to work to let builders build, because Owatonna is not doing it.
Thank you, Mr. Welker. Anyone else in the audience wish to speak this evening? Then I'll close the public comment period. And I have to back up a minute because they weren't on my list, but I see Jenna and Emily over there. I don't know if either one of them want to speak this tonight or not, so, but I want to give you the opportunity. Okay. Can't say I didn't give you the opportunity now, so, all right. Thank you. So then we'll move on to council comment. And first up tonight is Nate.
Nothing to add.
Okay, Dave.
Nothing more to add.
Dan.
Nothing to add.
Kevin.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, congratulations to Councilmember-elect McCann and Mayor-elect Mr. Jessop. Congratulations to Mr. Voss on his re-election. Elections aren't easy. It's very challenging, very stressful. A lot of time is spent away from home, as you guys can attest to, and so it puts a strain on the household and everything. So congratulations once again. Like Greg said before, thanks to the people that chose to run. We're a community of 28,000 people, and I encourage anyone that wants to run for public office to do that. Do your homework. Learn what it's about and jump in with both feet. I especially want to thank, for my election, Mary Butler Frazier, Dr. Brian Bunkers, and Mike Keller for really encouraging me all the way since 2012 to do this. They've supported me all the way through. You can't do it without them. My family, obviously, my wife Monica, for giving me the time to do these things, which I have come to really enjoy. Thank the citizens of Ward 4 for having their trust in me to represent them on this level, and also the council to allow me to represent the city of Owatonna on state boards and in the Highway 14. It's very much appreciated. To staff, City Administrator Boosie, Assistant Administrator Tuma, thank you for your support all of these years. We've got a great team. I tell you what, we've got a great team. Department heads, staff, employees, couldn't be any more proud of everyone that I have come across. It's just truly a team effort. So with that, I look forward to the next 4 years. We've got a lot of challenges ahead of us. We are a council that doesn't duck from the challenges. We approach the challenges and try to come up with the best solution, best decision for what's best for the city, not only today and tomorrow, but 50 years out. So thank you. One last thing, while we don't comment on comments specifically, I will take a part of what Melissa was saying, and people, slow down. If you see kids near an intersection, assume that they're not paying attention, they're going to come across the street. They're going someplace, they're going to a park, they're going home. Let them get there. Let them get there. No one's in so much of a hurry that you can't just give the extra 10 seconds to allow someone to cross the street. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Brent.
Nothing to add.
And Doug.
Yes, thank you. Pretty much everything Kevin just said, I would
You want a
repeat.
copy?
Can I have that? Yeah.
Went over 2 minutes, too.
Oh, yeah, that was beep, beep.
Yeah.
I would reiterate, though, thank you to all the candidates that ran. It's uncomfortable, it's nerve-wracking, you don't sleep. And so thank you for everybody for putting yourself in that spot. I appreciate it, voters. Thank you for electing me again. I'm honored, humbled, and will continue to work hard for everybody. And as always, I have a phone, email. Feel free to give us a call. We're here to work for you. And in the thank you zone, I just probably have my wife, Tammy. She's my encourager and support and all that good stuff. So thank you.
Thanks, Doug. Mayor.
Just to reemphasize too, thank you, Kevin and Doug for running and getting reelected. Congratulations, and thank you, Don McCann, for running and getting elected. And Matt, you will do a great job as the new mayor. I look forward to that. And it's also nice to see a couple of the candidates that ran that weren't successful show up tonight for tonight's meeting. So thank you for running and thank you for showing up, even though you didn't get elected.
Well said, Mayor. And Chris?
Nothing to add.
I'm not sure I can add much to that other than, I'm winding down here. I got, 3 meetings to go, not that I'm counting. And, congratulations to Dan's gonna replace me, or Don, excuse me, not Dan. I didn't say Ron. And, so the process works every, 4 years, every 2 years, we go through this and the process works. And I appreciate all the people that help make it all work. And that's what it's all about here. So with that, this is the worst part of the meeting for me. Entertaining a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
I will second that.
Well, thanks, Brent. I appreciate that. So I'm sure there's no discussion. So all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're done.